All right, what's up, guys? Episode 4. Moving right along, and the time's getting close to the end. But rear sets, showing you guys the process of how I went about making this whole setup and how I made it work. A little bit of frame modifications that went into it. Nothing crazy, nothing more than a welder and a sawzall, and some bandsaws, I guess. But check it out. The whole process starting now. Alright, so in order for this plate to mount up, I have to trim off of the exhaust mount. We're just going to go straight in towards the frame. Just do a 90-degree in, a little bit down, and then our mounting plate will sit right up against the rear motor mount bolts. What's up, guys? Getting back out in the shed here. Get the rear sets all mounted on just right for now. The game plan for tonight is we're going to be taking the original rear master, and this is all, it's the easiest thing to work for me. Just going to flip it so that I make a bracket. I'll weld onto the top side here with a steel brake lever. That way if I do crash, the steel, when it goes down, it'll bend, and I'll be able to bend it back on the fly just to get the rear brake working. So that is the plan for this. So that will sit something like that. We'll drill some holes, tap this plate, get the brake pedal all made up, tack welded with the through bolt, and let's go from there. Alright, so we got my little cut piece. Fits great. We're going to get that welded on here in a minute. But right now, I'm going to get to is I'm going to drill and tap this so that when I build my brake lever, I can push a bushing into it, a bronze or brass bushing, thread this, be able to run my bolt, tighten it, and then the brake lever will move with ease. So we can get to it. And yes, it's like still 10 degrees in there. Now, like I said before, I want to make sure I got enough room to keep that pivot shaft, be able to take that out if I ever need to, and that way I don't have to go into a lot more further steps of just removing the swing arm if it were to happen. It's just one extra little step we can take. Right now I'm just eyeballing this because it doesn't need to be perfect, and we're going to be tack welding this on, getting it all ready to go. So that's pretty good. Yeah. Nothing fancy. No, tack welding. Oh shit, might go. A little bit. Never claimed to be a good welder, but I can be a good grinder. All right, still friggin' freezing. So, got the tab all welded on. Brake levers all formed. It's looking great. This is exactly what you want. No resistance, just up and down, up and down. So I got to get a Heim joint, like I said, from the hardware store. Drill my hole right here. Put the Heim joint, some threaded rod, and we will have a working brake. All right, just gotta run to the store and grab a few more things. That's all made up. Got the pegs all mounted on. Look at those from Deadbeat Customs. I'm out here in my shed, freezing cold. Got everything all set and done with the rear brake. Really pleased with how it came out. And one of the things I was talking about with making the rear brakes out of steel is if I come down and catch something and that thing bends around, I know I'm able to at least straighten it back out. It shouldn't break anything, and still have a rear brake and keep on trucking. I haven't finished up the other end of the brake line just yet, which I'm not too worried about. But this is a 90, we said before, this is a 96 frame, and it's got the, obviously the swing arm there. And I have a 2000 Sportster sitting just off camera here. With the 96, they run these giant rear brake calipers, super heavy. And I'm looking to my right here, and I got this other bike, and I think what I'm going to end up doing tonight is robbing the swing arm, the rear brake, and everything right off of that. Being that I've made this rear wheel out of a sealed bearing, 3/4 inch rear. It's just, I have all the spacers, I have everything. I would have to try and make a couple spacers to fit this with the sealed bearing rear wheel. So that's what I think I'm going to be doing tonight, getting rid of the rest of this swing arm. And I got my front end all in this week, so I'll finish up the swing arm tonight and get that front end bolted on, and on to the next step. All right, so I just got the swing arm all mounted up. This is a 2003 swing arm with the newer rear brake caliper, all hooked up, ready to go. Unfortunately, my brake line I ordered a little bit too long, like an idiot, so I gotta go inside, order a little bit shorter one. That'll be perfect. Everything now is all hooked up, done. Still gonna have to do a disassembly, reassembly once I get the new motor all put in. Yeah, for now I gotta get this dissected, get the rear fender, the front fender, get this tank taken off, and then head to Vermont tomorrow up to 139 Designs. They're going to be doing the wrap, the bike wrap, and all the jerseys for me. So I'm gonna start dissecting. But as for now, my rear sets are all complete. Next episode I'll be getting, I just got my forks all in, my new bearings, so I'll be mounting up the new CRF 450 front end and getting that all buttoned up in the front. I have some Fast Flex handlebars that just showed up, and if you don't know anything about these, these bars are, a lot of people seem to not know about them, but they're unbelievable. They're actually handlebars with isolators built into them, so they actually absorb as you're riding and you take big hits or hard hits. These will move up and down and absorb some of the bigger hits that you come across when you're riding out in the wilderness and the random places on Earth. So on top of the 450 front end, we'll be getting these all mounted up and converted over. So stay tuned.